they could just wait, but by taking the initiative to dissolve the parliament, then they have the chance to buy more time. So basically, it does not reflect as if the government is confident about the upcoming general election.
Now, we've heard a date of May the 14th this evening. Has that yet been confirmed?
Well, we will still have to wait for the official, but it's either the 14th or the 7th, so that's absolutely, definitely happening.
Right, so within the next, under a couple of months. The Prime Minister, to your point, has been lagging in the polls. He hasn't been a popular Prime Minister. Of course, he was part of the military takeover. What are his chances at re-election?
Well, his chances, I think, looks dimmer than the previous time. Prayut, the incumbent, has been the Prime Minister since he staged a coup back in May 2014. But what might save him is still the fact that the upper house, all the 250 senators were handpicked, chosen by Prayut himself. And they will still, under the current constitution, have a final say one more time to vote together with the member of parliament, the MPs, for the next prime minister. And Prayut is still running. Although now he is also competing with his former senior, the deputy prime minister, who was also a former junta leader, General Pravit Rojanaphruk.
So when you say he's competing with him, what is he standing with another party?
That's correct. Prayut is no longer with the ruling Palang Pracharat party. He's with a new party called the United Thai Nation Party. So there is a split, and the uncertainty is where will the junta appointed Senate, a majority of them, vote this time around. They did support Prayut, who appointed him. On the other hand, we see a very hopeful opposition led by the Pheu Thai party, as well as the younger and newer opposition party called Move Forward.
Let's talk about the Pheu Thai party, because, of course, this has been overseen even in exile by the former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. They are still likely, though, aren't they, to achieve the biggest vote in this election?
From most of the polls, it looks that way. Although whether they could form a government or not will also depend on a medium-sized party if they do not win a landslide, in which they are asking the voter to give them a landslide victory, although it's far from certain to happen. But we expect the party to win most number of MP, but if it doesn't have the the majority, at least the absolute majority, then they will need a coalition partner, and they may need more than the current opposition party Move Forward in order to be able to form the next government. So we are looking at a medium party like Phum Chai Thai, which is led by the current caretaker, public health minister, a very controversial figure. He decriminalized marijuana for medical purposes last year. So it's still far from a foregone conclusion.
And it's been led, the Pheu Thai party, by Shinawatra's daughter. What are the chances of her getting the support to be Prime Minister?
She's popular amongst her base. Again, Thaksin and the Pheu Thai party is a very polarized party. You either love the party or you hate the party. So there is very little middle ground when it comes to that. So of course, she's selling the fact that she is the daughter of Thaksin, who is now, still in exile after so many years. But again, they also have another card. There's another real estate tycoon who is currently a chief advisor to the party. He could also be nominated in the coming weeks as another PM candidate for the party. And perhaps he has a clear business credentials, a successful businessman with a fairly good reputation, and that might be another option for the party to try to court people who may be undecided or not totally against Thaksin to vote for them.
It's so interesting because this is a party that remains so polarising, and really neither Thaksin nor Yingluck, his sister, actually, finished a government term. What are the chances of another military coup should they if they are able to cobble together some form of coalition or government?
We can't rule out. Thai history has been plagued with over a dozen coups over the past 90 years. So on average, there's already supposed to be yet another coup. There's supposed to be a coup every 8 years, I suppose. But probably not right after the election. I mean, if the Pheu Thai wins and manage to form the next government, there may be street protests a few months afterward, after what the Thais call the honeymoon period is over. And let's see if the military will try to capitalize or, use that as an excuse or pretext to interfere yet again.
So fascinating that after all this time, there's no clear resolution to Thai politics, but good to get your analysis. Thanks, Pravit.
You're most welcome.